What is up, guys? First off, I'm sorry I split up. I was gonna make the truck video and this video all one, and I thought, no, I need to split it up. So I split it up. So this is gonna be the second half of that video. It was all filmed in one day. And after I showed my buddy the video footage and stuff, he was like, it's cool, but you really didn't get on it. And I thought, well, I thought I did. He goes, no, you need to come out and rip it. He was like, you need to burn the tires on the thing and slam gears. And I was like, I didn't really want to, hurt your truck. And he said, that's what it's made for. So we didn't get hooked back together. We were just going to add to that truck footage. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it on a later date. He wants me to run it harder. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, come rip my shit. All right. So anyway, let's get back to the Cruze. In this episode, I'm going to pick it up and get it all ready, and you'll get to see the end product. Jerry did a phenomenal job, as always. The car looks very good. I'm going to tow it home now. I need to finish the interior. We'll get some video shots of that and clean it up, and then we'll do the reveal of it. Maybe Ashley will help me with it, I don't know. And also a big shout out to SafetyRestore.com. Without those guys, I would be in this thing a little bit deeper, and I would be in probably a bad position to sell it. But with their help, it kept my price just about right. So I'm just thankful that I had that opportunity. You really got to watch when you're bidding on cars on there, because everybody and their brother and their sister's getting into it now, and it's real easy to overbid and get in over your head. You need to do a lot of research first, and and it's still almost impossible to forecast what all you're going to need and what stuff's going to cost, especially when it comes to body work. It's a guess unless you're doing it all yourself. And that might be where the trick is to this. If you can do everything yourself, then you definitely can come off on a good side. But doing it the way I'm doing it, it's always a guess. So, like I said, shout out to Safety Restore. I really appreciate that they did these seat belts for me, and that saved me a good bit of money. So if you guys need your seat belts or crash modules reset, hit those guys up.
That's good.
All right, we got her back, boys. This is kind of like a sneak peek. Anyway, first things first on this, I need to finish up the interior and get these seat belt pieces back in. I still have them tore apart. That's an old one. My new ones are on the floor there. The seat belts are already installed and ready to go. I just need to finish these tracks. So that'll be pretty simple. We'll throw these together real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Now, I know it doesn't look like it on camera, but the interior is dirty. These seats, you can't really tell, but they're not the color they're supposed to be. They're a little darker. It just needs a serious cleaning. I'm going to take the floor mats out and everything. We're going to vacuum everything, clean all the surfaces, wipe down everything. There's putty dust from Jerry doing his work. We just need to do a real good cleaning in here. Even going to wipe down the insides of the door jambs, you know, everything to make this thing look spotless. The cleaner the better. Then after all that, I'm going to get my carpet cleaner out. We're going to go over the seats, probably just the seats. The floor will probably clean up with a vacuum. It's not that bad, but the seats, at least the driver's seat, is very dirty. So we need to get this sucker clean, like super clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean it. We're going to have to leave. I'm not going to do that first because I don't want the seats wet, because I got to wipe everything down inside here. We're just got to get everything wiped down first, because I don't want to sit in a wet seat. And that'll be the last thing we do inside. Then normally I would leave the windows down, but this thing needs a cleaning on the outside too. So after we clean the carpets, everything, clean the seats, we're going to close it all up, clean the outside of it real good. Then I got to put the windows back down so that everything can air out, so the seats can dry. So we had the carpet cleaner out yesterday. Johnny used it on that new seat. Worked really good on his seat. It's a shame that seat's that nice in a truck like that. So yeah, let's get to it. You know what? When you're done with that, how about you just come over here and wash this?
I don't want to wash the turn.
Oh, what? No, that you think I'm talking about this. This is your beauty. I'm talking about this. What? You're calling this a turd too?
I don't know.
Oh, now you have a Camaro, so everything's got to be above that. I see how it is. All right, so I spared you guys a bunch of me just vacuuming. I did wipe down everything. Oh, there goes vacuum. Knocked it over. But the floors, everything is very clean, but we need to get it cleaner. So I haven't done the seats yet. This seat definitely needs this thing run through it. So I'm going to go over this driver's seat heavily, and then we'll get the rest of them just a little bit. So also we need to change the oil in this. That's another thing I haven't done yet. So after we get it all cleaned up and stuff, we'll let it sit with the windows open. We'll go and get oil, come back, and we'll service the thing, and then it'll be ready to go. Well, at this point in time, at least the sun went down and there's a little bit of shade because I'm sweating so bad, but the cleaning must go on. Look who's gonna go with me get oil.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. You gonna get some oil for your jalopy?
Oh, yeah.
No, not yet. Okay.
Forgot to be on my phone. Oh.
I forgot to record. What?
I was just making sure it wasn't my phone.
Yeah, get off your phone. Everybody's bugging you because you're on your phone all the time. I forgot to take Cameron with me, but we got oil for the Cruze and for her little project.
Yes.
Ugly Subaru. You should have got an SRT4 neon.
We sure got a Camaro. You didn't listen to me.
I don't have that kind of money to spend right now. I mean, you don't have that kind of money to spend right now. Well, now that she's all cleaned up, let's get her all serviced up. Old age is setting in. I lost my 1/2-inch ratchet, like my regular 1/2-inch ratchet. If you didn't notice, I was using a torque wrench to take the oil filter off, a big torque wrench. I put a little over 4 quarts on this because I've seen controversy on the internet. It says it takes 4.75 quarts or something like that, and everybody puts it in and it's over full. So I put a little bit over 4 quarts in. I'm gonna back it up on the level here, let it run for a second, shut it down, and then check the oil. Because when I first got it, the oil level was way over full, at least after it sat for a while. And then whenever I ran it and then checked it, it was right on the level mark. So I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, stop it, wait a minute, then we're gonna check it. Now I believe this is true. This was on the window here, and it says return for service at almost 92,000 miles. So I'd say the oil didn't get changed when it was due. It's just a little bit over that, so it was due to have the oil change. So we got that done. I do need to check the level. Give me a second.
We're right in the middle. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in, and then we'll see where we're at then.
5 quarts it is. I sat and waited for about 10 minutes. Checked again, it was still low. And 5 quarts puts it right where it's supposed to be at. Maybe that was just without a filter. With a filter, maybe that's what you need, 5 quarts. Whatever. The level's right now. So this thing is ready. All right. So I'm on my customary cruise through Mexico to check out this Cruze. Anyway, I'm averaging really good gas mileage in this thing, and I'll tell you what, Chevy in the last couple of years has stepped their game up. A lot of their interiors were really crappy, plasticky, like real hard plastic, and there's still hard plastic in here, but for the most part they made most of the surfaces soft to the touch. Buttons, like everything just feels like way above what they used to do. So, you know, kudos to them. This car shifts smooth. It had, for a 1.8 liter, it has really good power, surprisingly. I don't know if I'm in top gear yet, but I'm averaging over almost 40 miles a gallon right now. It's still going up anyway as I go, but the thing runs great. I have the AC on. It's smooth. It rides very smooth. The steering's precise. I mean, everything on it. It's nice. They're a nice car now. Like, I haven't rode in a Cruze. I think I never even rode in a Cobalt. Last Chevy like economy car I rode in was a Cavalier, and they were junk. They felt cheap. They like persona that it put off was cheap. Like, it just felt like it. It was like, this is something I don't want to get in and wreck in. This thing is quiet. It rides very nice, and it's not like too soft. I mean, quiet. Honestly, this is, out of all the cars I've gotten, this one is probably rides the nicest, I would say. Now, my Kia probably would ride nice, but it needs some new tires on the back. They're just not working. Ashley's Camaro rides good, but I'm talking about cars that I let go. This is probably the nicest one. Well, that Nissan was pretty nice, but I just didn't like the CVT. This automatic transmission it feels right. There should be no CVTs. That's just not. It's against mechanics. That's the way I feel about it. Let's do a little 0 to 60. Ready? 1.8, go! Ooh! Okay, not like, oh my god, but yeah, decent. I just took my one Mexican friend for a ride in it, and he's seen all of my rides, and he said that he liked this better than that Nissan. I like that Nissan, but the CVTs, I just couldn't do it. There is one bad thing with this, and it's not even that bad, because it doesn't make any noise like you hit bumps or anything, but when you sit into this seat, there's a spring or something screwed up in the seat. And it's only whenever you lean back on it, and then it doesn't do it the rest of the trip, but then when you get out, well, sometimes it does it when you get it. Well, just quit doing it altogether. There it is. So, that's still, I don't think that's a deal breaker. Well, that does it. This thing is definitely ready for sale. So let's cue that movie sequence. I know you're probably just like, wait a second, wasn't it getting dark just a second ago? Yeah, I do magic. Alright, this is a 2013 Chevy Cruze. It has 92,000 miles on it. Everything works. Tires are like brand new all the way around. Lots of tread left on them. Lots of tread left. The oil was just changed. I'll go over, it is an R title, and if you've seen the pictures there, the back end was hit. So we have a used trunk lid, which came with everything on there, used tail lights, a new back bumper. There was body work done right here, and the paint was blended, and there was also body work done right here, and the paint was blended over here. Also, this front fender was dented right around here. My cousin Jerry does an awesome job. This is the original fender. He got it beat back very close and painted it, and also there were scuffs here on the bumper, and he blended the bumper too as well. You don't even notice it. Did a good job. Just did a full clean on the interior. This floor mat does have a little wear mark in it right there, but it is very clean. The seats were a little bit dirty. I went over them with the carpet cleaner. They are now spotless. The dash, everything's spotless. Wipe the doors down. It's clean, and the AC feels wonderful. Oh, also another thing I had done on this, I got a sponsorship from a company, Safety Restore. The seat belts were locked when I got it, which is part of the ABS system. They had to be reset. Safety Restore offers a lifetime warranty on the repairs. So on both sides, the anchor down here, pre-tensioner, and the seat belt, which is in here, the retractor, they are brand new. I also had to put new adjusters in because they broke. So these are brand new on both sides. Yeah, everything works. No check engine lights, no nothing. The bodywork looks great. It's a nice car. You like that? Sniff the microphone? Sniff the lens? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Cruze looks phenomenal. I might have already found an owner for it. I haven't even listed it yet, but we'll see. Tomorrow, I'm running all over the place. I'm gonna go get a fender for. Hold on a second. Get some light. I'm gonna go get a fender for the Subaru, and then I'm going to look for another project, but not in the normal places. So stay tuned for that, and you'll see. I'm looking for a cheap project, and not from that one place. What is it called? Butt Dart, something like that. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. But if you like this, like, subscribe, go check out some other videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.